The Bible says in the book of Psalm, it said there is no iniquity imputed on them. There is no what? That iniquity cannot be imputed on them. Iniquity cannot. It was early in the morning on Monday. I don't know what the Monday, yes. I had a vision on Monday, yesterday. And the Lord explained this into me. That is, there are people on earth, if you try to discuss their weakness, they will take you to grave immediately. It is not God that will take you to the person. It's not God that will take the person to the grave. It's the spirit that is in them. Now, can I go on with this? It will help you. Have you heard it before? Huh? When in Numbers chapter 12, Aaron and Miriam discussed Moses. Discuss what they said that Moses did is true. But Moses was not meant to be named among sinners. It means that you don't discuss the weakness of Moses. Because Moses is two. The justifier is with him. The what? Don't discuss a man that a justifier is with. The Bible said he behold the similitude of God. Why? Because a justifier is with him. In 7 verse 1, he is a God. Because a justifier is with him. The choice of God for a man is more important than the effort to live holy. Jesus said in the book of Matthew chapter 12, that the sin of discussing such a man is unforgivable. Can I calm down and make you understand it? When Jesus came to the earth, he had Christ in him. He was a man with a justifier. What that means is that when Jesus does something that is not good in the sight of God, that the justifier that is with him is not in heaven, is already with him. The justifier will deal with that. That is, if he need to be cautioned, the justifier is already with him to caution him. His justifier is not in any heaven. His justifier is with him. That is why there are certain honor God gives to men that are two. Like Moses, like Elijah, like Jesus. He gives to them. When Moses died, God made sure that nobody sees the weariness of his body. That is too much of honor. That his grave must not be made available for men to see. That is honor. That honor is not the honor of labor. It's the honor of birth. It's the honor of incarnation. It's the honor of beholding similitude. Now, people like Moses, they went to heaven with their body. Like Elijah, like Jesus. That is why in 17 of Matthew, he appeared with Jesus. Because they were in that class. But when he couldn't make it, God made a vow that his body must not be made available to mortals as a matter of respect. The old man that you see, or the lion that appears to you, or the eagle that you see, is a justifier of a man. That old man is on earth, and you are seeing him because a man has paid for you to see him. What made the value that old man used to come to you has been paid for. man, he uses his face to come to you. Now, you cannot talk against that man when that man has produced that value. If you are not yet blessed by God, don't talk against those who are blessed. It will deprive you the opportunity of rising. Whatever that made a man rise took something from a man. When God said, when Miriam and Aaron started talking against Moses, they forgot that God have said to Aaron that Moses is already a God. I think I should show you that before I stop. It's just to open somebody's eyes. And when men that have the life of God are with men, problems will be arising. Because people will not know when they get familiar with some things. I say people will not. No, people will not know when they get familiar with some things. The nature of man is that way. If you look at that chapter 4, 15 and 16 of the book of Exodus, please don't play with what I'm about to show you. If a man has a name and people that doesn't have name are discussing him, don't join. Tell those people who are discussing and insulting names to go and get name. They should do what? They should get them first. When they want a name, they will teach them what it takes to get a name. You've not gotten a name, you're attacking a man that have a name. And if what you're doing is to attack a man that have a name, when will you get it? You're using the energy you use to get a name to do something else. That means you will not get it. And attacking a name does not reduce the name. Look at chapter 4, 15 and 16. I want to get the last line. 15 it says, and 16, and he shall be thy spokesman unto the people. And he shall be, even he shall be to thee, instead of mouth. And that shall be to him,
instead of God.
Now, my question is there not something that Moses lost to be a God? Did Moses wake up in the morning and become a God? And something that the man lost to become a God, should it be ignored? By people who don't even become, who are not even nothing. So the presence of the justifier in a man is what makes him a God. Because when a man is with a justifier, his sins will be forgiven before prayers. So the man is not mentioned among sinners. He's not named among sinners. Because he is with a justifier. There is something I want somebody to know. Something very beautiful. Why Jesus is the best man that ever lived. Jesus is the best man that ever lived because he was Jesus and Christ. There are three reasons I want to bring out. Why? Number one, Jesus is the only man that shared in the life of God. Sharing in the life of God made him King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Sharing in the life of God made him Son of God. Jesus had a life that can end. So he is an ambassador of that life. And there is no other man that way. Except by the time God takes another nature to fulfill prophecy about his return, he will incarnate lion and then incarnate a man. In that order. But it is what you share with God that you establish your life on, or a pastor your ministry on. If you go to a church, or if you want to relate with an altar, find out what the man of God is sharing with God. What the man of God